Hello, everybody. Welcome. I hope I'm on the right page. Facebook made me log in all over again, and now I hope I'm in the right spot. Hang on 1 second and let me look and see if I'm in the right spot. So anyway, today is our wonderful Wednesday with Take 5. So if you're not in that group, I would urge you to go over there. It's easy to watch all the presenters in one place when you're over there. There we are. I'm in the right spot. Phew, thank goodness, right? Nothing like being in the wrong place. So, oh my goodness, that kind of threw me for a loop. You know, you're planning to, to get everything all together, and then when something happens like that and it kind of throws you, you hope you're just like hoping for the best. Okay, actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is on my page. Jeannie, is this on my page? Are you guys on my page, or is this just on my profile? Somebody let me know real quick. I might have to start over. Well, I'm not going to start over because it'll ruin my feed over to Facebook. So let me see. I'm kind of waiting for a second to see if somebody will let me know. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Melanie. Good morning, Becca and Jeannie. You're on Take 5. Okay. Nope, I'm looking at it in the wrong place. That's on my... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share it to my page in case it's not on there. It's on your page. Not... Okay. All right. Alrighty. Good to go. All right. Sorry, you guys. My goodness. Seems like every time it's, something or other, right? I'm so sorry. Anyway, we're ready to get going. And you know what? Today we're going to do a mixed media page. It's going to be kind of a mixed media makeover. So I decided it would be kind of fun. The other day when I painted my little painting with the little girl with the balloons, I ended up doing a practice one, and then I painted one live with you guys. And so then all of a sudden I'm like, well, wait a second, I don't really need two of them. And I was messing around with the first one anyway, and I'm like, well, I kind of, it would need help to bring it back to the point I wanted it. I gotta set my coffee out of the way, you guys. Otherwise, I might be dipping a paintbrush in it or something. Have you ever done that? How many of you have ever had some paint on the table and you end up sticking your paintbrush into not your paint water, but over into your your drink, your beverage, whatever you've got there? So crazy. Hey, Deborah. Hi, Donna. Let's see. There's Kendra, Martha. Hey, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Okay, I don't want to waste any more time. I'm not really sure how long this is going to take, but I've got my whole hour, so we will get going with that. And let's put us down here to the desk view. All right, there we go. Here's the desk view. Here was one of the things I did. Yes, I know. I've done that too. You dip your paintbrush into your coffee. I know. And then doesn't that make you feel funny? You're just like, oh, wow. Well, you usually have your beverage in the same, place. If you're right-handed, you've got it over here. And, that's typically, you're going to use your brush in that same hand. And then, you're just used to dipping it over. So instead of, putting it in something like that, that's kind of crazy. Okay, so this is what I did on here, and I did not like this. The black was way too harsh around there. Now a lot of times if you get little kits, sometimes the design will be pre-drawn, and sometimes it's even drawn in using like Sharpie on it. And so when it's drawn in Sharpie, as you go over it, you can still see, your lines, and sometimes you don't even have to do any kind of outlining or anything like that. So I went back in here and I did this because it really needed the lines cleaned up. Well, I didn't like this at all. That's just way too harsh. So I thought, well, you know, what am I going to do with this? And I don't need two of these anyway. So I thought, oh, this will be fun. Let's just kind of work on it and do something else. So, you know what I'm going to, and, you know, we're going to put layers and layers of stuff on here. And so, you know what I'm going to do first of all to just kind of tone this down? I've got this, this gold Pin Touch paint pen, and I am just going to, now, you know, I might not like this either, but I'm just going to go around these because it will soften those lines up a little bit. So let's just do that. Let's do that, and then we don't have that harsh black sticking around here. You know, I still don't like it just completely outlined like that, but I do want to just tone it down. And I don't care if, you know, if some of the black sticks out a little, that's fine too. And this is kind of thick. It's kind of a thick line. This is a 2mm size nib on this one. So there, we've kind of toned that down, and now we can just look how much that toned it down. I mean, it's not quite so ishy. And you know what? I'm just gonna add a little bit in another couple of places. Now I assume all this is gonna be covered up, so it's not gonna matter. Okay, so let's get going. Let's see what we can do with this. So now we've got that down there, and I thought it'd be fun. I've got some song pages. These are like out of a hymnal, but you know what I like to use? One of the nice things about music, sheet music out of a hymnal, is it's small. And you know, if you've got sheet music that is made for, you know, using for instruments or singing or whatever, usually they're much larger because, you know, you're looking at something that is huge and, you know, like opens up double, and usually they're way bigger than even this. This is like just a little 8x10, and they are always you know, just huge. So if you were going to do that, my goodness, your bit of music that's going to show, you're not going to have very much. So when you're using these, you got lots of, you know, space right there. Okay, let's see here. Who else has jumped in? Hey, Susan, how are you? Jeannie, she's here. So we got lots of people through the day. We're going to have a fun event today. Let's see while we're talking about our event, let me look real quick and see who our lineup is going to be today. My granddaughter makes fun of me all the time, laughing at the way that I say things that are a WH. She says, I really emphasize the H. I said, well, it's there, and that's what you should do. So she says, nope, not the way I do it. So I've tried to be more mindful about that, and it's really difficult when you've said something the same way your entire life, right? So following me is going to be Mary from the Painted Peach. Then we've got Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa. And then we've got Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. And then Jeannie Taylor will be on from Jeannie's Palette. And then last today, we've got Susan from So Inspired Designs. So that's our lineup for today. And so we end, our last person, Susan, starts at 5 p.m. tonight. So we've got all day lined up for you guys. So I hope that that you will, you know, if you're in the Take 5 group, all you have to do between is just go ahead and refresh your page. So that's all there is to it. Hey, Carol, how are you? Hi, Wendy. We got all kinds of friends coming in. Thanks so much for popping in, you guys. Okay, so let's get going. So since we've got some of these little hearts here, I thought it would be fun to just make some hearts out of some of these papers. And I'm not gonna necessarily match up these. I'm just gonna cut some hearts. I don't want to start there with that. In fact, I think to make it easy on myself, I think I'll just go ahead and cut a column out here. See how that works. You know what? This is like, these are surprise projects. You never know how it's going to turn out, right? You just never know. And so I'm just going to cut some hearts out. I don't care, you know, they don't need to be even. They don't need to all be the same size. I'm not going to make a match down there. You know, one thing I did not grab out is my my black, whatchamacallit pencil. Well, that's crummy. I'm disappointed. In fact, now that I say that, I'm not even sure where I put that. I'm not sure where I put anything. You guys, I have, I've got some white tissue paper. Good grief, those are, I must like to do hearts, kind of that, like that. They're pretty much the same, aren't they? I'm going to do one the other direction. I want to make it tall and skinny. Let's make a tall, skinny one. If we can. I'm going to do it sideways. There we go. So there's 3 of those. Let's do a little bit out of some of the music. Sometimes I like try to find some where there's plenty of notes. Here's some. Let's cut through here. How about you guys? Do you like to use, I like to use music on them. I like to use lots of things with text, whether it's book or dictionary. Dictionary always, you know, has fairly small print, so that's always kind of nice. Oh my goodness sakes. You guys, hang on one second. Just a second, you guys. I'm having to respond to somebody here. Sorry. My daughter just started a new job today. She is over at the school where her daughter goes. All right. And now I'm putting these people on airplane mode. I couldn't even keep them out. I thought you know what? It is amazing to me all the different ways that people can break through my stuff, even though I have set it on like not having a single person be able to reach me. Which, and don't think I'm a bad person because they get plenty of my time. They get plenty of my time. But she finally has gotten a job, and she's going to be working with special ed students over at the high school. And she had a job like that, well, sort of like that. I mean, these children are a lot more functional than the people she worked with. She had a job similar to that in Minnesota, where she was working at a day program. I always want to call it adult daycare, and she gets mad at me every time I say that, and I guess that is not nice. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're caring for those people, and it's during the day. So, I don't know. I guess I'm inappropriate. Sorry, but anyway, that's what she's going to be doing, and she was just thrilled, and she's had such a hard time finding something since she's been here. So this is her first day, and we just laughed when we found out where it was going to be, over at, at school where Layla is. So, okay, you guys, I wish I had a different brush. I might need to, okay, here's one. Let's use this one. And I've just got, today I've got some of my, my matte gel medium is what I'm going to use on here today. And I'm just going to put some on here and just put some of these hearts around. And who knows, I don't even know how much of this we'll be able to see when it's all said and done. I guess I do want part of it to, you know, be out. So I got to be careful not to do that. I got some piece of lint floating around there. So this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. This will be fun to see how it turns out, right? Oh, Donna's a retired teacher after 30 years. Oh, she went back to subbing because she missed the students. That's nice. I tell you, we need good teachers, don't we? And my sister-in-law, and it's really funny because my sister-in-law also works, I don't, you know, it's really kind of funny. I can't really figure out exactly. She is a teacher, but I believe that she's kind of working with special ed students as well. So it's kind of funny that now Jenny is doing the same thing. She's at a different school though, but she is here in our same district. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so I don't know. These don't really have a whole cohesive look yet, do they? Maybe we need one more right in here. Let's put one more up there, and then we can kind of see what's going on. Let me use a little bit of this one. Oh, thanks, Wendy. I like the Sparkle Pop pins. I don't know what Sparkle Pop pins are. I'll have to check that out. You guys, we got a pop shelf that has finally opened over by us, and I like them. And boy, talk about selections of pins and things. That's kind of, they've got a whole display of stuff like that. I'm anxious to get over there and check it out. I have been to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I've been to 3 pop shelves that are anywhere near us, and they're all so different. And I have one that is truly a favorite. So I think it's real interesting that that they're all so different. I need paper towels. I need paper towels. And now these, I kind of wish I had, well, we'll just wait and see how it all kind of, you know, comes together. I want to get that matte melt. You know what? Sometimes I just put stuff on with my fingers and then I can feel where it is. But this, I don't really need that much there. Okay, moving on. You guys, I had some white tissue paper, and I remember not long ago, we were doing something and opened this drawer, and there it was. And I just laughed and I go, I've been wondering where that was. So I thought I knew where it was. And I go this morning to go collect it for having what I need. And do you think it was where I thought? Why, no. And I'm like, well, where in the world did I see that? So I want to try and get as much of this just plain white as I can. And I kind of wish I had torn this. I guess we can do torn edges. And I'm sorry, I bet that sounds awful. It's really close to my microphone. Sorry. We can do some torn edges as we go. Let's just use this amount for now. Okay. So, you know what? I wonder if I just tear it against the ruler, if it will be enough to give it kind of a softer edge. It might. Let's try it. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of... I was thinking this is going to be really a long time for an hour. Well, I guess the way this is going, I don't think an hour is going to be all that long, right? You know what? No, I know. Do I have a water pen handy? Let's do that instead. Then we can get that, because we're always using these if we use napkins and stuff, right? Let's use a little bit of that. Because that should let me tear that off a little bit and give me a, not a sharp edge. Let's do that and pull it down here. But what I like to do is then I like to stamp on these, and then you can stamp whatever you want to, and then as you put, you know, put this, as you apply this to your surface, it kind of disappears and leaves whatever you've stamped. I wanted to kind of leave, let's tear this right here. Let's tear across. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. Yeah, I thought this would be kind of a fun thing to try and do like this. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna use my fingers and kind of pull it off. Maybe. It's such a tiny space. Where I had more room to grab it, it made a big difference. All right. You guys, it's kind of funny. My daughter wanted to know if we could bring her something when we went to pick up her daughter after school. My husband's home today, so he's gonna run pick her up. They had like a early release day, but you know, they weren't coming home at the same time. So I'm just laughing, going, no, I'm busy. Did we know adult children at school were going to do the same thing? Oh my goodness. I think that's hilarious. And you can bet I'm going to give her a hard time over that. But, and I don't think I copied her note and sent it to my husband, but I don't know if he saw it. Alright, my goodness, that took some time, you guys. Let's just tear this off. And that's not so bad. Okay, now this one, let's see if we can't just go ahead and tear. There we go. This will give us a nice little piece of tissue to stamp on. What do you guys got going on? The middle of the week. You know what I'm going to do this afternoon, you guys? I'm going to take down my Christmas tree. Oh my goodness. It's been busy around here. I just haven't had the time for that. Okay, there we go. Woo! All right, let's get... What did I do with the stamps? There they are. Now, I like to just take, oh, here's a good one. Let's take one of these long ones. Let's see, all three of these are kind of long. Let's see what they are. So we've got this. This looks like chicken wire. This is a real heavy duty thing. This is just, that's going to be thick. See what else we've got. I'd rather have it kind of open and airy. Oh, here's some flowers. Let's do this one. Oh my goodness. So let's just put this on here. And grab some ink. Now I'm going to do this in Stays On, because if I use some Stays On, I don't have to worry about the rest of what I'm doing messing it up. So I'm not going to mount it or anything. All I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take it like this, because I don't care if it is, I want it kind of random, you guys. So I'm just going to press this on here. And I can even overlap it some. And, you know, when you do it more than once, like fresh off the ink, it's called that's your first generation. Every time this one would be the second, this would be third. I can do one down here. This is going to be fourth. So, I mean, you know, then you can just really get some different looks. Now, one thing, when you've got these photopolymer stamps that are, you know, just flexible and bendy, you actually can just put them right onto the canvas. And let's just go ahead and I'm going to do that and show you the difference that makes with what we're going to do. Except, you know what? Let's use a different, I need to put that somewhere till I clean it, you guys. And Stays On is a solvent-based ink, and so you have to have like a different kind of cleaner to clean it usually. Let's just use this chicken wire one. That's kind of a cool texture. And we'll just get a little bit of that. And it doesn't have to be all over. And so let's just put a little bit, it's kind of long, it's kind of hard to do something with. We'll just put a little bit there. See, look at that. Isn't that fun? We'll just put another one over here. And so you can just, you know, and especially a canvas like this, it's got this void in the middle of the back. And so if you're pressing very hard, like if part of this is going to be on the wood and part of it isn't, and you can't really even put something, even if you fill this all up, can you see how there's about like 1/4 of an inch there? Like on this side, whoo, I'm blown away. On this side, you can feel this area that pops up a little bit more right here, and then it falls off, and then there's wood, and then you've just got that complete void. So I like to, you know, make sure that things are in more than one spot when I put them on. And who knows if this is going to even show up. You know, we'll see. Let's just put some across there. You just slap it on there. And it all comes together eventually. At least we hope it does. And you know, it's just kind of playing. I mean, who doesn't like playing around with their projects, right? That's one thing about mixed media. You know, it doesn't have to be totally neat and clean. Mine doesn't anyway. Some people's might look neat and clean. Mine does not. So now let's go ahead and let's take a little bit of this and we'll see how this looks. So here's the stamped side. So I've got a darker thing up here, and I'm just going to tear some pieces of this off. Let's see how that looks. Back to, is this my brush I used? Yeah. There it is. I wish I'd have gotten a little container out to put a dab of this in. And then I would for sure stick my fingers in it and just use it like that, you guys. Whoops. It's getting away. I'm going to stick it under this ruler. I I got my fan on. You guys, yesterday we were outside for a minute and it was 77 degrees. Can you believe that? 77 after what we'd had about a week ago. I am missing comments. Monica, are you taking Christmas down too? Looks like you're taking it down too. Martha says her tree is behind me. Oh, she's having an argument with threading her sewing machine. She'll win. Yeah, sometime. Oh my goodness, I had a needle and like to sew by hand the other day. I wasn't sure I was going to win that with the needle. It had such a small eye on that needle, I could hardly get it in there. Oh, Donna is going to be building her shelves, getting organized. Wendy is making some roses. Oh my goodness. You guys are having a great day. And Sue had worked at schools too. I think she's retired now too. And yes, Susan, you should dig into your stamp collection. See, they don't have to be used just for cards or something. We can do all kinds of fun stuff. Oh my goodness, Melanie says they're having 43. This is a weird time to. Well, no, she didn't say that. That was Sue. That they have sloppy snow on the ground. Melanie, do you guys have what am I gonna say? Do you have snow are you in the constant snow at this point? You've just got snow on top of snow, or have you guys had enough snow this year to do that? So I'm just gonna put it there and just kind of tap it down. And now we'll put a little bit of this on top. And see how everything is still, see how it shows? Look, you can still even see the little chicken wire stuff underneath. So it kind of muted that a little bit, but we can still see it. And I'm just going to put some more up here. This one, that's kind of a big blob. That's not too neat. My florals got kind of messy there, didn't they? And I don't know, I kind of want to still see some of what I did before, but I don't know how much. I don't know how much of that I want to see. I kind of think I still want to be able to tell what it was. I don't care if anybody else can tell what it was, but I would like to. Now this tissue paper, I don't know, it was the wrapper, you guys. And it seems to have kind of a sheen on it. You know, not all tissue paper has that sheen on it. And like down in here, it really hasn't melted away in, like kind of melted into the background, so to speak, as much as I would have liked. But that's okay. Let's see, what else shall we put on here, you guys? Let's put some, oh, I know what's something else I got out. I got out some distress, can't think of what you call them, distress markers, is that what they are? Distress crayons, that's what they are. Whoops, there's a big glob of stuff. And let's just, we've got some pink up there. Well, this is, is that even, I ain't sure that's usable. Yeah, I guess it is. Not really. Not really. Well, I got some there. I better scrape some on down here. I don't like that. I'm wondering if these are these all dried up? Nope. There's a little. Put a little bit of this teal on here. Let's do that. You know I love those colors. Kind of put that in so it's kind of some in the background. Okay. Now that, I think, is a water activated product. You can still see the grain of the canvas. So you can even pull it into some of this other we've got going on over here. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that for like a little bit of a background color. Okay, let's see. I also have Melanie, that's what I was thinking, that you guys had not really had that much snow. And that's why I wondered if it was even stuck. Oh my gosh, it's 43. Yeah. Is it sunny? If it's sunny and you guys are having anything like that, it sure won't stay on there. You guys, let me grab, let me see about if I can find my gelatos. Let's see if there's a color in here we can use. Yeah, here's kind of a pinky color. Let's try this. I kind of feel like it needs, even though I've got kind of 3 areas like that, I kind of feel like we need a little bit more of this right there. And I think, I wonder if this is, no, it's dry. What do I do with the ink pad? There it is. Look, and the part that I have here left kind of these little half moon shapes. You can't even really tell that it's the same stamp as that one. Kind of gave it a little bit more grounding down there. Okay, let's try a little bit of, oh my goodness, oh, I didn't take the lid off. I'm like, wait, is everything dried out? Let's try a little bit of this. See how that works. Just kind of swirl that in and around. I don't know, now we've got all of this red here. I feel like we need some more red somewhere up there. Let's kind of put a little bit of red up in here. You know, and now we coated, you know, this all has our gel medium on it. And so, you know, that way it's not going to do anything to this paper. So it's a nice way to be able to, you know, add some things onto paper that you wouldn't normally get a chance to do. That's kind of cool. I might add a little bit here. But that's really a lipstick red color, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. That kind of allows us to kind of tint these a little bit better. So we've got a little bit of tint on them. Maybe I will tint this gal up here a little bit with some pink. And pull it over here. You know, it's just playing, you guys. It's just playing around. We almost need some, it almost feels like it needs some strings on the balloons, doesn't it? Now, I've got these hearts. These are kind of cool. Let's see, what can we do with those? I don't know. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Northwest of St. Cloud. Yep, I knew that was where you were, Melanie. And Sue, she retired after 27 years with a school district. This was just in one of these little things I found. I don't know, probably like at Hobby Lobby or something. Look how fun that would be. But we need to tint it something. Oh, let's see about tinting it. I wonder if we could just give it a little bit of tint with this. Instead of like painting it. Let's see how that works. Let me move this out of the way. Let's just do it on a paper towel. Put a little water on it. Right. Oh, I know. And I tell you, I'm the worst about having things I haven't used. Oh, look at that. And not using them in a while. And then they're just dried. Oh, here's a cute one. It says love. Let's get that one out. If I can get the plastic over there, you guys. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hey, that worked out pretty cool. Let me see if I can use a little bit less on it and still get it to show. Let me pick up that little bit. Needs a little something something. Okay, it's not totally, you can see some of the wood grain. Well, it looks like it would, you know, be okay. So we can put that up there. Maybe add another one in here. I have to do another one, you guys. I have to do the 3. Let's see, which one shall we do? I want to do one that doesn't, there's a couple of them that I think will just kind of be oh, here, let's do this one that's got little hearts inside. I think it'll go best with those. And I think I'll just do the red again. I think the red looks kind of good. It kind of pulls her coat up here. Just wet it down a little bit. I know, Sue, aren't these? You know, Kathy, I do not have any diamond dust. I do not use it. But I have stickles. That's how I contain some of my, there we go. We'll just put these in here like that. All right. Now let's see. Now, before I do that, I want to get some more texture on here. And I'm gonna cut off a piece of bubble wrap. One of my favorite tools is bubble wrap. How many of you guys use bubble wrap as a tool? And I'm going to get some white out. This one's almost empty. Oh, thanks for the heart, you guys. Yep, this one is almost empty. So this was a perfect one to get out. Okay, and so what I like to do with these is I just hold it up. I'm trying to see, make sure I know which side is the bubbly one. Well, I don't know. This one is almost like, well, I don't know how this is going to work, you guys. It almost feels like it's flat and the bubbles are just in the inside. Okay, well, we're going to give it a go. What is wrong with that? I've never seen any bubble wrap like this. That is not going to work. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. What in the... Have you guys seen bubble wrap like this? It doesn't really stick out. And it's just like completely flat. Maybe they started making bubble wrap different. Okay. That just is silly. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, well, if we're going to have to just do that, I might as well just take something else and do dots. This paintbrush is not flat. That's so disappointing. All right, well, it gives such great texture like that. Well, let's do it like this, I guess. Look at my little hearts bouncing up and down there. Anyway, if you use the old way that I used to use it, it would be something kind of similar to this. You know, just kind of random little dots. Just splatter the brush with white dots. Yep, you could do that too. That's a good idea. Just use splatter. All right. I think that is plenty. I don't know though. I think we need something else on her her coat. It's still sticking out there, bright and red. Let's go ahead and glue these down. I'm actually going to just where's my glue? Probably should just use real glue. Make sure I get those down there. Look, they're kind of soaking in. They're not as bright red as they were, and that's okay. That's fine. I got a clog. Oh my goodness. My whole little nozzle is like covered in glue. That's weird. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. Just dab some on here so we can stick it down. And just put those on there kind of random. How many of you like to do mixed media? I'll just put that one there. Okay. There we go. Now I kind of feel like we need some, whoops, I'm about to lose my glue pin. That would be bad. I'm always having to unclog that. Okay, you like her bright red coat. Donna says she really likes it. And one Donna likes it, one says it's not her favorite. Let's go ahead and let's put a little bit of, I don't know, I've got a gold and I've got kind of the more clear color of stickles. What do you think? Should I just use the clear? What do you guys think? Martha says she didn't know what mixed media was, but she's been doing it. Good for you. Yes, I tell you what, when I found out what mixed media was years ago, I'm like, well, I can do that. And look what a great way I'll have to use stamps and all the scrapbook paper I have. Stickles on her boot cuffs. Oh, that'd be cute. I was thinking about on the hearts. Maybe I'll just do the clear. If I use the clear, the red will still kind of show through. So let's just do a little bit of that. Just put some of that on. I'm just going to outline it a little. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. That's interesting with that red, because you guys, obviously this has got some little flecks that are a little bit more warm, you know, more of like a little gold tone. Putting it over that red, it gives it kind of a gold look. That's kind of interesting. And then on her coat here, that's the only thing we've got, that and her boots. So Donna says, or no, was it? Yeah. Oh, she wants the gold. Stickles on her boot cuffs. Okay, let's go ahead and stickle up her boot cuffs. Now, I tell you what, you know what else we could do? Let's see if that is dry. You know, I kind of would like to put a little bit of something gold on here too. I don't know why. I have no rhyme or reason for that. But I'm just going to put a little gold on my plate here. Maybe. What in the world? Oh, you know, I think the last time I used this was really kind of thick. Wow, I don't know if I can get that out of there. It's not that thick. There it comes. All right. And we are winding down here, people. I'm just gonna kind of put that out there. And I'm gonna use one of these other stamps. Actually, you know what? I think it'd be fun to kind of repeat that same chicken wire pattern. And put that on some places. You know what? I'm going to put that on her coat. hell is something else? See, we've got it there. And so now it's on her coat. We've got all of that on there. Got some pinks and turquoises. We got some reds going on. We got our gold colors. Yes, gold goes good with Valentine's projects. I agree. Maybe that's why I was thinking that would be fun. Let's put a little bit more gold up in here. Kind of bring it around. I kind of feel like I want to do something around the edge of the little hearts, and I don't know if it's got enough. You guys, I better stick that in my. Whoops! I just fell right down. I like to use these pins. They're called Uniball Vision, and they're fine. They're waterproof. They're waterproof pins. They're kind of made, you can find them in office sections, and they were made so that, I think on the packaging it talks about people not being able to wash off ink on checks and redo it. I'm like thinking, I guess that was a thing. But a lot of times if you've got your, if things are kind of sealed down with your, you know, whatever you've used. We used our matte gel medium, and then you can kind of right around here, and it's kind of sealed in some of those little, the grain. Ooh, I'm kind of jittery. And then you can kind of do that, and you can kind of do some other fun stuff, you know, to make it look like little stitches or something. We could do like some little zigzags, like they're stitched on there, you know, just fun little things like that. We could also come around here and maybe add something so it looks more like it's, you know, some balloon things. Now this one doesn't really have anywhere to go. That's I don't know. I don't really like that, but I did it. But I did it anyway, because you can't even see her hands. She doesn't even have hands in this little painting. Now, I don't like that at all. And now I've used a permanent thing, and so there it is. Oh my goodness. It's almost time to go, and we're going to go over and see Mary. Now I got to come up with something and fix that, you guys. I don't know what. Such as mixed media. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It was perfectly fine until I did that. Who knows? Maybe I'll use some gold on it. If I do a little gold color on that, it'll kind of cover it up a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? What do you think? You guys, thanks so much for being here, and let's go over and see what Mary's doing. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to be on tomorrow, and let's see what time. I'm going to be on at, I don't know, check my page. Check my page. I'm going to be live tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.